We're going higher and higher.
We're
Do you
going.
know what else is going to new heights in the news, Andy?
What?
Joker 2.
No,
The greatest
stop.
the greatest movie that's ever going to come out. Andy, how do you feel about you want to pull up the Joker 2 news quick, Andy?
Oh, do we? We're
Oh,
doing.
it's exciting. It's like the
Oh,
best thing that's ever happened.
I was like about to go off on you on Twitter yesterday.
Well, no, we got to talk. We got to talk this out. Like,
It's like, ah, God.
so
We
this
don't
is
we
the
don't
this is the
normally do
concept.
news on this show, by the way, if you're new. We don't do the news, but me and PPP had a little back and forth on Twitter yesterday. I thought he was sick, and I thought he had COVID again. I thought he was
Oh,
hacked. Go ahead.
oh, here's the idea. So this Joker 2 movie is Joker Folie à Deux, or whatever and it's going to be a musical, and Lady Gaga is going to play Harley Quinn. So it's Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie, the sequel to it, a musical with Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn. And Andy, what's your reaction to this?
A musical? Why? Some guy on Twitter and I were having a fight. He's like, "Well, technically Joker has sang before, so it's canon." I'm like, if he did one song and it was like an imagination scene, fine. But an entire musical?
It's an entire musical, and I think this is a Kino idea.
Oh,
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix already played Johnny Cash, so he can sing, he can perform as a musician. Lady Gaga's from New York. I think it's good casting. She's been having a bunch of roles
are you
lately,
trolling?
critically acclaimed in House of Gucci. I'm not trolling at all. I think that she's a good Harley Quinn. I think it's good casting. And I think that the thing for me is, with the original Joker movie, I didn't think it should have a sequel. I honestly don't understand why it would have a sequel.
Yeah, it's
Because,
stupid.
well, my idea of it is this: like, first of all, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker isn't really the type of Joker that I could see fighting Batman. You know, he's like mentally ill, like he's like got no confidence, he's like a loser. I couldn't see him being like a Jack Nicholson Joker or a Heath Ledger Joker opponent for Batman, for one. For two, he's 50 years old in Joker, and Bruce Wayne is like 6 years old. So, in order for him to fight Batman, he'd have to be like 70 years old in the sequel.
Yeah.
So how can you do that? Do you know what I mean? To me, it doesn't make any sense to do a sequel. And so for me, it's like, let's see what they can fucking do. This is what Todd Phillips wants to do. He has
Uh,
carte blanche to do whatever the fuck he wants. And how I envision it is, the Joker goes to Arkham. He's mentally ill. The musical sequences in it are his hallucinations while he's in the asylum.
okay,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I can see it being like it can be very dark and grimy in the hospital, and maybe he escapes from the hospital with Harley and stuff like this, and it's real gritty like the first movie. But then there's these crazy hallucinogenic fucking sequences that are musical in nature and really over the top and crazy. And I can see it blurring the lines of what's actually real and what's fantasy. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So you
So
actually
I,
like the idea.
I like the idea a lot. I think it's a different vision, and I think a lot of people complain. They're like, all these Marvel movies are the same, all the cape shit movies are the same. They just keep doing the
Okay.
same thing over and over and over
Which is
again.
true, yeah.
So, but then when they get something that's different, where they're taking it in a completely different direction, suddenly everybody cries out. They lose their mind. What the fuck? This is bullshit. Like, they can't do this. I'd also say this too. Remember, back in the day, people said that Heath Ledger would be a bad Joker because he played a gay cowboy in Brokeback Mountain. People said that Michael Keaton would be a bad Batman because he was a comedic actor in Mr. Mom. People said Ben Affleck would also be a terrible Batman. And Robert Pattinson, people said it would just be disastrous. I thought he was fine in the role. So I don't really have those concerns. I also really enjoy Todd Phillips now has full creative control. Warner Brothers has to do whatever the fuck he wants. They treated him terribly on the first movie. They treated him like a fucking monkey. They kept slashing the budget of the movie. They kept selling off portions of the profits to other companies. So I'm actually excited for this vision of Batman. And a lot of, or the Joker, and a lot of people are saying, like, this is a humiliation ritual against incels. And if it is, based. God bless Hollywood for humiliating the incels and Nick Fuentes that worship the Joker. They don't deserve another movie that's fucking made for them because they're scum. They're incel filth. Is it a hot take, Andy? What do you think?
That's a hot take. I get what you're saying with the, okay, shaking it up and changing it up. Sure, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. And a musical could be good if it's not, like, over the top flamboyant, you know, if it's, there's some, like, movies that I like to have songs in it. But I don't know, the first one was just so raw and fucking great that I think it's sort of like, taints that first movie a little bit.
I love musicals. Musicals are the best.
Shut up!
La La Land was one of the greatest movies ever fucking made. Have you seen La La Land?
No.
It was incredible. It was beautiful, man. I cried. I cried at La La Land, pal. You see Moulin Rouge?
Oh.
Moulin Rouge is an incredible film.
No.
Moulin Rouge is made. What about Chicago, Andy?
No, the best
like
musical
Chicago?
is Frozen.
Well, there's Lion King also is a musical. You know, people say that musicals can't make money, that Joker can't make money, but remember, Lion King was a musical, Frozen was a musical. These movies made over $1 billion. I don't know. And I like the idea of taking it in perhaps a more silly direction, because I'm tired of it always having to be so grim and dark. I really like the Adam West Batman. I like Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin.
Okay.
I think that these are... Have you ever seen Batman and Robin?
Yeah. Batman and Robin. I like Batman Forever. I don't like Batman and Robin.
Why don't you like Batman and Robin, buddy?
That's one with Mr. Freeze?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Welcome back to the Ice Age.
Oh,
it's so
bad.
It's so cheesy and it's so funny. It's so good. You got like Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy.
You have the worst Batman takes ever, bro.
Well, I'm actually a real Batman fan that can appreciate all the different versions of Batman, whereas you unfortunately only appreciate the Nolan version.
No, I like the Arkham games, like the stylized there. I like the original Batman movies. I like Batman Forever. I love Jim Carrey as the Riddler. You know, I do appreciate A Dark Knight's one of my favorite movies of all time. I like Batman, but The Batman was not my favorite movie. It was a little bit snooze fest.
It was Kino.
It was a snooze fest.
It was Kino, Andy. Okay. It was one of the greatest movies that's ever been made. Because it dabbed once again on the 4chan incels with the whole Riddler character. That was based. Anytime that the Hollywood plays Kick the Incel, I get a bit of a hard-on. You know, I just love it when Hollywood plays Kick the Incel, Kick the 4chaner.
I think Quartering makes 18 videos about it.
Quartering makes 100 videos. I'm sure Quartering's already seething. They're trying to humiliate white men by making a musical. No! They can't do this to me. I deserve a dark and edgy Batman movie. Well, fuck you. You don't deserve shit. And James Bond's gonna be black, too. I'm sorry to say. Idris Elba is coming.
Isn't it like a woman or something?
No, they're gonna scrap that black woman. They're gonna make it Idris Elba.
Okay.
And Idris Elba, he's gonna have all white Bond girls. It's gonna
Quartering's gonna have a mental breakdown watching that.
Quartering's gonna fucking have a complete meltdown.
His video, his thumbnails are gonna be him like this. He's gonna be drunk. He's gonna be all whiskeyed up on every video. Hey guys, Jeremy from Quartering here, and can you believe it? They hate whites. And insert 27 minutes.
Can you believe it? They made the main character of Obi-Wan a black woman. Who could have seen it coming?
You know,
it's not like all the Star Wars movies have had forced diversity for the last 8 years. No, guys, let's have faith that they're not going to ruin Obi-Wan too. I refuse to watch any of this crap.
No.
But I will tell you this, you know, I will be watching the Joker 2 musical opening day.
Oh,
I'm hoping it's up there with Les Miserables, with La La Land, with
what
Moulin
is
Rouge.
happening?
One of the greatest movies ever made. The over the top theatricality, the music of it. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm happy that you're excited. That this is what you want in a Batman fucking movie right now. Jesus Christ! I
It's what
don't.
we it's
I
it's
can't.
not it's the Batman movie that they deserve.
Oh
You know?
shit.
It's
We
the
have
one that they need to have.